We give you the warmest of welcome to a new documentary. If it is the first time, I introduce myself. I am the engineer Hiddekel Morrison, and I appreciate you decide to see this educational content, in which we will learn about the first big discovery of the James Webb Space Telescope, an achievement that forever changes everything we know about the planets of our solar system and beyond. Let's start this new educational adventure based on advances in science and applied technology, from the perspective of an engineer. Let's start. As NASA's James Webb Space Telescope moves into the final stages of commissioning its scientific instruments, NASA has also begun work on the technical operations of this wonderful and revolutionary observatory. As the telescope moves through space, it will constantly find distant stars and galaxies and point them with extreme precision to acquire images and spectra. However, NASA has also considered observing planets and their satellites, asteroids and comets in our own solar system, which move through the background stars of our galaxy. So the James Webb Telescope needs to be able to lock onto these objects and track them with enough precision to obtain images and spectra. Let's look at James Webb's first big discovery and learn what happened when the telescope recently completed the first test to track moving objects, with truly revolutionary and wonderful results. But first, I ask you to support us by liking this video, sharing this video with your contacts, and subscribing to this channel, turning on notifications, so with your support, we can continue to frequently generate interesting documentaries on aerospace technology and the universe. Thank you for contributing to the creation of educational content. The James Webb Space Telescope will be used to unravel some of the mysteries that abound in our own solar system. Heidi Hamel, scientist for the James Webb mission. What is undoubtedly considered to be James Webb's great discovery was achieved when Webb's team recently completed the first test to track a moving object, whose fabulous result is that the test verified that Webb could perform science and study in depth moving targets. Let us remember that the Webb telescope is practically ready, and while slight startup adjustments are being carried out, multiple tests have been carried out observing and analyzing other objects that move at various speeds from the telescope, verifying the NASA scientists that can be studied Webb objects moving throughout the solar system. A wonderful news for the great value it has for the enigmas of the planets closest to our planet Earth to be revealed. This new great discovery of the James Webb is only possible due to advances in microelectronics, the increase in processor power and new telecommunications or remote communication technologies, innovations that will allow NASA and the team of scientists at the James Webb detect the dim light of the first galaxies, but above all to be able to explore with unprecedented precision, much closer to our planet Earth, something that will begin to be known immediately and of which impressive results are expected in the first year of operation of the James Webb, in which it is already assured that some of the mysteries that abound in our own solar system will be able to be unraveled. A powerful telescope like the James Webb is necessary and essential to study our nearby solar system, because it will allow you to complement, expand and enrich the data obtained by observations from various telescopes that operate from planet Earth and other technological tools of astronomy. For example, with the James Webb we will learn more about the planet Mars and about the distant ice giants Uranus and Neptune. In addition, the James Webb will be used to make measurements of large populations of objects, such as hundreds of asteroids or Kuiper Belt objects, some small ice worlds beyond the orbits that we have talked about here on our channel. In the context of this big announcement, NASA reported that Webb's team has already used an asteroid within our solar system to perform engineering tests of the moving target capability. In this image provided by NASA we see the planet Uranus, which is shown within the spectroscopy field of view, thus multiple data and information on the planets will be obtained from the James Webb. The James Webb Space Telescope will be used to unravel some of the mysteries that abound in our own solar system. To integrate the James Webb data with all the scientific data available to date, NASA has a team of interdisciplinary scientists who will use the full capabilities of this cutting-edge telescope to truly understand the solar system and the universe. NASA acknowledges that our solar system holds many more mysteries than its team of scientists had time to solve. That is why the James Webb is already and will continue taking images of the giant planets and the rings of Saturn, explore many Kuiper Belt objects, analyze the atmosphere of Mars, carry out detailed studies of Titan, Saturn's moon, and much more. With an extensive calendar of studies and observations, The priority of the James Webb is to study the confines of the universe and its origin. Therefore, it is estimated that in its first year of operation, the James Webb will only spend 7% of the time on objects within our solar system. This discovery in the operational capacity of the James Webb and this whole program of observing the planets and nearby objects in our solar system is very hopeful and interesting. Well, according to NASA, there is evidence from the Hubble Space Telescope that Jupiter's moon Europa has sporadic plumes of water-rich material. Therefore, it is planned to take high-resolution images of Europa to study its surface and look for plume activity and active geological processes. Well, the images that are recorded will be analyzed with the James Webb spectroscopy technology to analyze the composition of everything that is recorded. As a sample of the characteristics of the types of information that James Webb provided, here we see the result of simulated spectroscopy of the columns of Europa. This is an example of the data that could be returned by the Webb telescope that could identify the composition of this moon's underground ocean. NASA reported that it has been planning the observations to be made from the James Webb telescope for more than 20 years, and that has now accelerated to the start of the telescope's operations, also reporting that all solar system data will be freely available for the broad planetary scientific community immediately. Something really wonderful, and that from now on will be a true revolution of what we know and do not know about our solar system. What do you think about everything that we will discover with the James Webb Space Telescope? I wait for you in the comments of this video, where I will read your opinions. Let's have a new scientific debate. As usual, we appreciate you informing us. It is a real pleasure to be able to provide you with the main news, trends and developments about the most important aspects of aerospace technology and the universe, from the perspective of an engineer. I am the engineer Hiddekel Morrison, and I invite you to meet again in a future installment.